In this video, we're going to do some glute work. We're going to work on the gluteus maximus and the gluteus medius primarily. So we're going to do a few exercises and a few progressions. So we're going to start off with bridging. So what I want you to do here is to lie on your back. First thing you're going to do is activate your deep core and make sure you keep it active through the whole of the sequence. So fire up your mula bandha, your transversus, and then from here you're going to lift the hips up in the air, but not beyond the point where you can feel this. The tendency there would be to overactivate the back extensors. So you want to keep this active. You should feel some work in your glutes, but make sure you don't lose this to get this. You're going to hold it for about 10 seconds. Now, 10 seconds is roughly equal to about 3 easy breaths. So breathe as you hold, and then slowly lower it back down. Okay? Then again, activate your core, lift up, and hold. So I'd like you to do it roughly 5 times with about a 10-second or 3 breath hold. And then lower it down. Okay, after you've done your 5 repetitions, then come up, hold it, and lower it down. So do about 10 with a little bit more speed to it, so you're not actually stopping and holding. So you're moving in and out. Now a progression for this, once you're finding this easy, is to come up, walk your feet together a little bit, lift one foot off, and hold it for 5 seconds. Now the prerequisite for this is that you're able to keep your hip height and that one of the hip bones doesn't drop. At the same time, you don't want to feel too much in the back or a cramping in the hamstrings. So the work has to stay in the core and in the glutes. So again, you're going to lift one foot off, and hold it for 5 seconds. Put the foot down, lift the other foot off, and hold it for 5 seconds. Put the foot down, lift again, making sure you keep your symmetry, and lower it down. And do that about 10 times. Okay, so starting off with 2 feet on the floor, hip lifts, slow ones about 5 times, and then about 10 faster ones, progressing on to an alternating leg lift in that position. Lots of variations you can do if you like, moving the leg up and down. Okay? Now, the next one we're going to do is the clam. So when you do the clam, the knees are bent to 90 degrees, hips are flexed forward, heels stay together, and then you want to support your head. Now, the 2 key cues that you want to think about when you're doing the clam is, first of all, you need to keep this active. So lifting up your pelvic floor, holding your core. The second one is to roll the hips forward. The tendency with this one is to roll the hips back. So keeping the hips forward will just get you into inner range while there's still some lows. You're going to have some effect here. So just like we did with the bridge, you're going to start off by lifting and holding for 3 breaths. So you're developing some holding power in the gluteus medius and the rotators. Okay, and then lower it down. Okay. Every repetition, make sure you take the hips forward, lift up, and try to avoid letting the hips roll back. Placing your hand on your hip will tell you if you've done that. Lift, hold, breathe. Where you should feel the work is in the back of the bum here. Okay, then lower it down. Now after you've done your 5 slow ones, then like with the bridge, you're going to lift and release, and lift, and release. And you're going to do that one about 10 times. You can do more if you like. Okay, the third one we're going to do is a side lying leg lift. It's an exercise that lots of people do and don't do it particularly effectively. So what you want to make sure with that are a few things. First of all, when you straighten out the leg, the tendency is to lift the leg up and forward. So to get the gluteus medius, you need to take the leg slightly behind the body, and doing that without releasing here. The second thing is there's a tendency to lift using your back muscles, especially the quadratus lumborum. So what you want to do there is think about lifting your lower ribs off the floor. Don't let them move down as you lift up and down. So leg back, ribs up, lift, hold, and lower. So a slightly shorter hold with this one, a 2 or 3 second hold. And lower, lift, and hold, and lower. And then do a series of slightly quicker up and downs. Okay, 3 nice simple exercises just to start to get this all going. So think of these as exercises just to activate the muscles, and then we're going to take them into some more functional exercises later.